You're listening to episode 159 of the Keto Diet Podcast, and today we're chatting about how I feel about my body, what I do to get in shape for bikini season, my favorite bathing suits, and a whole bunch of things to do with bathing suits, your body, beaches. As somebody who lives on a sailboat full time in the Caribbean, I can tell you that I have done a lot of work over the last couple of months / the last year, basically, on feeling super good in a bathing suit or just like mildly okay, depending on the day, in a bathing suit in front of other people, not in front of other people. In fact, funny story. So I would say the first 2 weeks we were in the Bahamas, cruising the Bahamas for the first time by ourselves, just Kevin and I. There were no humans around, like literally nobody else. I saw a turtle that day, but that was like it for life forms. And I put on my bikini because it was getting really hot and I was cleaning the boat. And so I'm wearing my bikini that, let's be honest, I could probably donate. It's a bit too tight for me now. And it doesn't feel as great on as it used to. And I just need to buy a new one. And I mean, I have so many, I don't even know why I still have it. I guess I just really like it. And I was wearing my bikini, and because it's tight, you know, my nibbly bits are like pushed up against the side of the fabric, and I bent down to clean the boat and I instantly thought like, oh, my belly rolls. And I just thought it was so funny because I was around no other person, like nobody could see me, but I was still so worried about how my body looked. And that was kind of a big wake up moment for me of the fact that I still had a lot of work to do with my own self-acceptance process. The fact that I was still so worried about what people thought, even though there were no people, I was still terrified that somebody would see me and then judge me for having the body that I do. And so we've had a lot of questions over the last couple of weeks now that we're gearing into beach body season, and I'm sure you guys are all in the thick of it too, of just like being kinder to ourselves and really understanding how to feel great in a bathing suit. So if you have questions about today's content, you guys can head on over to healthfulpursuit.com/contact and ask me. We're going to be chatting a bunch about body positivity and the steps that I took to really gain my health back. And when I say health, it's not just physical health, but mostly like mental, psychological health here. If you are feeling totally lost and frustrated and you can relate to my bikini story, then I highly recommend you check out my program, Whole Keto. You can find out more by going to healthfulpursuit.com/whole. That's WHOLE. Now you can catch up on previous podcast episodes and grab notes from today's show by going to ketodietpodcast.com. Just look for episode 159. I got two cool things for you today, and that is that I've been running on a virtual tour here for the last couple of months. I've made a ton of videos for you guys reading from my books, the Keto Diet Cookbook, Keto for Women, answering your questions. You guys can find all the recordings and everything in today's show notes. Again, go to ketodietpodcast.com, look for episode 159 notes, and in there it links up to YouTube where I've shared all of the videos. There's so much content here, guys, so I hope you enjoy it. And there's still just a tiny, tiny bit of time to pre-order your book before it launches June 18th. If you've already pre-ordered a copy of Keto for Women, don't forget that you can enter to win one of 3 VIP memberships into my 12-week video training program for women, Happy Keto Body, where you get lifetime group coaching calls like forever, the life of the program. So again, go to ketoforwomen.com if you've already pre-ordered. And if you haven't, head on over there to get some pre-order details. You lock in the lowest price. You don't pay until June 18th. You're guaranteed a copy, and it really helps support my work. Okay, let's do this thing. Welcome to the Keto Diet Podcast, the show all about keto for women so you can burn fat, balance your hormones, and heal your body. If you're new around these parts, I'm Leanne Vogel. You may know me as the international best-selling author of the Keto Diet and author of the upcoming paperback book, Keto for Women, where I'm showing you how to take charge of the imbalances that are ruling your life so you can discover your happy weight in 3 easy steps. Or you may know me as the nutritionist that likes dipping pork rinds in avocado oil mayo. I'm so glad you're here with me today, and thanks so much for listening. Okay, so bikini body. Now, The best advice I have for you to get your body ready for the beach is to put a bathing suit on and go to the beach. And that's been an ongoing theme in my life over the last couple of months. You know, living in the tropics in a hot climate, you'd be amazed at how much you wear a bathing suit and you just wear it. And then I compare myself to all the other sailors that are just like, have different bodies than me, and perhaps a body that I've always quote unquote wanted, but have never been able to achieve without going absolutely mental crazy. And when I say mental crazy, when I'm at my smallest weight, and I can definitely get there, and I've gotten there many times on the ketogenic diet, I would say about 3 times where I decided to go off plan to just live my best life and then freaked out. So went back on keto and like lost all the weight, got toned and everything, and then couldn't keep it up because I was going absolutely mentally nuts. So then gained the weight back. And so this constant yo-yoing, it wasn't good for my process. And I've been getting a lot of reviews lately about the show, about how the Keto Diet Podcast has turned into something that's not keto. And that hurts my heart because there's so much more to me than the ketogenic diet. There's so much more to keto than just eating quote unquote safe foods. And it really grinds my gears that we are limiting ourselves to just caring about the food we put in our bodies or don't put in our bodies as somehow being a currency to the way that we show up in the world. And I'm just so sick of it. And the great thing is this is my show and I can really do what I want. And hopefully the individuals that can benefit from my message are listening right now and we can connect and really learn from each other. And that's what's so important to me. So yeah, my ketogenic diet isn't as quote unquote strict as it quote unquote should be or could be. But when it is that strict and I care about every morsel that enters my body, I am not a balanced individual. My marriage sucks. My sex life with my husband sucks. My relationships suck. I don't want to go out. I don't think about anything other than food. I don't have any social interactions with people. I'm just a miserable person. And although I may have this quote unquote great body, I'm nowhere happy at all. Back to today's episode in a sec. I thoroughly enjoy a good keto snack, and that should come as no surprise as many of the partners on the podcast are keto snacks. It's what most of us struggle with, how to pound back the fat when we're on the go. And that's why I love F-Bomb, filled with high quality fats. Each single serve packet is keto friendly, no sugar, non-GMO, gluten-free, dairy-free, peanut-free, and vegan, and they won't blow up in your purse like other packets that we've all tried. Just pure fats in an easy tear package. My personal favorite is their macadamia pecan butter. It's a real treat. Now, listeners of the show can get 20% off their very first order of F-Bombs when you go to healthfulpursuit.com/F-Bomb and use the coupon code HEALTHFUL for 20% off your first order. Again, that's healthfulpursuit.com/F-Bomb. Use the coupon code HEALTHFUL, all in caps, for 20% off your first order. If you're unsure of the link, simply check out the show notes for all the details. Okay, back to today's episode. And so coming to this realization was a challenge for me. And I've chatted about this a bunch of times. The fact that when I went keto, I lost all the weight. I had 6-pack abs. I was feeling really great. And one of my girlfriends said, "Oh my God, you look so great. I'm so jealous." And I remember thinking, like, is this it? Like, really, is this what I've been pushing toward? Is this worth all the binges and the guilt and the sadness and the isolation? No, man. Like, there's so much more to me than this. And so as we gear up for bikini season, I really wish for you to just like sit your butt in a chair on the beach with your bikini and just feel good about the fact that you were there soaking up the sun, that you were able to walk on the sand to get to that chair. A couple of years ago, I can't remember, I think it was Cuba. I think I shared this story recently on a interview that I was on for another podcast. We were in Cuba, yeah, and it was the edge of the resort, and there was this pavement, and then it went to sand. And there was a lady sitting in her wheelchair there, and my immediate thought was like, "Girl, come on the beach with me." And then I realized she couldn't. Like, she couldn't get her wheelchair in the sand to the beach where everyone was laying and playing in the water. And this was around the time where I was wearing my bikini, being my best self, and really embracing the fact that my body was going to be my body in a bikini. And that was my bikini body. And it really struck home for me of like, here I am worried about my rolls in my bikini. And like, this lady can't push her chair onto the beach. And, you know, maybe she can feel her toes. Maybe she can't. Maybe she can walk a little bit. Maybe she can't. But the fact that I am able to step foot on this sand and feel it between my toes and run around and play in the ocean and get hit by a bunch of waves as Kevin's laughing at me. We play this wave game where we like lay right where the wave is crashing. We do this all the time. I'm sure, like, don't try this at home because it's probably pretty dangerous, but we live on the ocean, so come on. But we lay right where the waves are crashing and they hit our bodies and then they push us onto the beach. So it's called our beached whale game. We have a lot of fun with it. One time in Mexico, I lost my bikini top doing it. So maybe if you try it, make sure there are no other humans around because it's not the first time that I've lost articles of bikininess. In fact, in Mexico, I was wearing a one piece and the wave hit me. I just like totally tore down the whole top. It was pretty awesome. I just stood up and Kevin was like, situation. But, you know, to be able to play on the beach and move your toes through the sand and just the fact that you're physically able to do this, it makes me really sad that we limit ourselves. And I know, I may not know you personally, and we may have never met in real life, but I'm guessing that you identify as a woman on this planet. And as a woman, you are beautiful. You are amazing. And you give so much to the world that maybe you don't even see. And the fact that we care so much about these bikini bodies, it's just like ridiculous. And not even our bikini. Okay, so like even a step further, like we're talking about just fat, right? Like when I sit down in my bikini, my thighs are touching, my belly is touching the side of my, I don't even know what part that is. There's just like skin touching other skin in various areas, but just like shaving too. The fact that there's so much stress on us to be smooth everywhere and perfect. And, you know, it can be really embarrassing when our pubic hair is showing out of our bathing suit and we're thinking, oh my gosh, I should have waxed and all the things. Like, take a step back, girl, and just like embrace your body and embrace the fact that, I mean, realistically, you're able to grow hair. There are people that aren't able to grow hair and they are really frustrated about it. And I think the grass is always greener on the other side sort of thing. But I really wanted to bring that to your attention and just like take a moment to soak that in. Back to today's episode in a sec. I've been a Fabletics VIP since September 2018 and just saved oodles of money on a pair of Pamela shorts, a Hudson seamless bralette, and my new favorite running around town pants, my Kerrigan joggers. If you haven't heard of Fabletics yet, let me give you the Coles Notes version. It's a website with a lot of workout wear for physical activities from the gym and beyond, and the prices are super fair, meaning if what's stopping you from getting out and moving your body is a fresh set of leggings, you can get the leggings and get out there. Fabletics is offering listeners of the podcast an incredible deal you won't want to miss. Get 2 leggings for only $24. This is a $99 value when you sign up as a VIP. Just go to fabletics.com/keto to take advantage of this deal now. You'll also receive free shipping on orders over $49, and international shipping is available too. Again, that's fabletics.com/keto. Unsure of the link? Simply check out today's show notes for all the details. Okay, back to today's episode. Also, I read a recent story that my friend Meg Dahl posted on her Facebook page. I'll include a link in today's show notes, and I just wanted to read it to you. Description for anyone who can't see the image. It's Meg rocking a bikini. It's a high-waisted bikini on the beach, and in the other picture, looks like she's in Mexico maybe. In the other picture, there's a bird. And Meg writes, I have a funny story to tell you. It's about a little birdie who taught me a lesson about body image. P.S. This is a glimpse of what it's like to be inside my brain. Meg and I go way back. She's such a great person, and I'm so happy to be sharing this. So as most of you know, I'm in Barbados on vacation right now with my family. But we've also been joined by a little bird with only one leg. He comes to our sitting area every day and we feed him croutons, take pictures and videos of him, and look forward to him coming around every single day. Funny thing is, I don't think we'd be nearly as excited for this bird to come around if it didn't have a missing leg. You know, it'd just be a normal bird. How would we ever know if it was the same bird coming day after day? So this got me thinking, each of us, yes, you and I, have something about us that makes us different. Sometimes we see these differences as flaws, like that cellulite on your bum, or that little bubble of fat spilling over your jeans, or that scar on your nose, or that mole on your cheek. Whatever it is that makes you appear different than you think you should look. I learned this from that one-legged birdie. Our differences are not only what makes us unique, but also makes us admired and loved. What we perceive as a flaw about ourselves is the very thing that makes us stand out and why others love us. Just like how I love this little bird with one leg who hops around our house in Barbados. Just a thought, but it stuck with me for the past couple of days, and I wanted to share this with you in hopes that you could begin to see your flaws as something that makes you the beautiful soul that is loved. I love you, Meg XO. I thought that was such a great message, although I'm like so not for feeding wild animals, and I was like, croutons, no, Meg! I'll let it be, because the message was just so beautiful and so true. So I'll leave that with you guys today. I hope that you enjoyed today's episode. And again, you can find all the links at ketodietpodcast.com for episode 159. And if you're really struggling with this entire concept of like accepting your body and seeing your flaws as being this beautiful thing, I put together a little sample weight loss guide that kind of looks at weight loss in a different way. So if you're still struggling with that and you're not totally game on this whole idea yet, at least go get that sample. It's totally free. You can go to healthfulpursuit.com/sample to check it out. And I will see you guys in a couple days. Okay, bye. Thanks for listening to the Keto Diet Podcast. Join us again in a couple of days to discover more keto for women secrets for your fat-fueled life. The Keto Diet Podcast, including show notes and links, provides information in respect to healthy living, recipes, nutrition, and diet, and is intended for informational purposes only. The information provided is not a substitute for medical advice, diagnosis, or treatment, nor is it to be construed as such. We cannot guarantee that the information provided on the Keto Diet Podcast reflects the most up-to-date medical research. Information is provided without any representations or warranties of any kind. Please consult a qualified physician for medical advice and always seek the advice of a qualified healthcare provider with any questions you may have regarding your health and nutrition program.